Let's get right into these 3 rounds.
This 3-round segment is brought to you by the Mad Kingdom Insane Supply Company. For the latest and greatest in your fightwear, fashion, and apparel, make sure that you go to themadkingdom.com. What do we got for round 1, my man?
Round 1, Alex Pereira just signed to the UFC with just a 3-1 record. What are your thoughts on that signing?
You know how we said earlier in the program how you had to put respect. You have to respect the path of Anthony Smith. I'm not putting Pereira up there yet with Anthony Smith in the terms of MMA. But when we're talking about kickboxing, guys, you have to put the respect on this guy's name. This is an absolute legend and a killer coming into the UFC. Similar to the likes of Israel Adesanya, who's been in the MMA for a little bit longer. So this is going to be a very fun test to see how Alex is going to do.
100%. He has a left hand that just he can knock you out from not even a stable position. In his last fight that he took in the LFA, he flatlined that man without even really having his feet set off of, it was a check hook, right?
Yeah, check hook just made him face down. Didn't get
scary
up.
Knockout.
That's a scary knockout with a 4-ounce gloves. He's normally throwing those punches with bigger, like 10-ounce gloves.
And he knocked Izzy out.
Hopefully he does well with the whole MMA aspect, which I'm sure he will. He'll get the right matchups to build himself up. But if you can build up to get him versus Izzy one day down the road, that's going to be amazing.
That would be an incredible matchup, and Glover Teixeira had some choice words to be able to say about that. He echoed the same story that I told Zach Nunes, Daddy's home. What do we have, round 2?
Conor McGregor, always in the news, threw out the first pitch at the Cubs game at historic Wrigley Field. Almost took out a fan in the front row. He also sang during the 7th inning stretch, which was pretty awful as well. Was this the worst first pitch of all time?
I think that it's not the worst of all time because Fauci was terrible, but it might be the worst of all time from an athlete.
Look, I'm going to have to go back and scrub my Twitter of my tweets when he fought Diaz and he threw that water bottle. I was like, Conor might have an arm on him. He might do pretty well. After seeing him throw the football and now after seeing him throw the baseball, guys, if you're an MMA fighter and you know that you're not an athlete, you're just a fighter, please just leave the athletic ball sports alone. Like, if you get asked to throw out a first pitch, maybe practice it a couple times. Maybe don't make us all look stupid. Yeah. I don't know.
And he said the power was there. Well, Connor, didn't you once say that precision beats power?
That's perfect. Yeah.
Back at you. Pew, pew.
Round 3, the natural-born killer Carlos Condit announced his retirement from MMA this week. How will the former UFC interim welterweight champ be remembered?
The natural-born killer will be remembered as being just that. He was a guy who showed up and brought highlight reel-worthy violence. He was somebody who stood with some of the best of the UFC welterweight division while he was underneath that banner. And all the way throughout his career, I should say, Carlos Condit was someone who was a spectacular fighter whenever he entered the cage. And he's someone who is also pretty well known for that USO trip.
Yeah, I mean, to me, he'll be remembered a legend for sure. He's going to go up there on the Mount Rushmore of Jackson Wink's MMA. And he's put on spectacular performances. Not only was he a true professional in the cage, he was also a great person outside of the cage. I've heard great training partner in all aspects. So a legend of the sport. Sad to see him go, but hey, he did his thing while he was in there.
Happy retirement, Carlos. Folks, please do not forget about our UFC 266 watch party this Saturday night at Bout Time Pub and Grub, located at River Point down in Sheridan. You can catch us at 3580 South Platte River Drive, Unit A in Sheridan, Colorado. That is 80110. Some of the closest cross streets right there are going to be Federal and Hampton. It's right across from the movie theater over there. It's going to be a great time. Like we say, it's a relaxed sports pub atmosphere. There's great food. I mean, I personally probably every time that we go there for fights, from the prelims through the main card, end up picking up a couple of dishes from anywhere from their fajita salad to their wings to their burgers. They have Phenomenal food, like I say. If you're into some libations, they've got cold drinks on tap. They've got everything that you could possibly want to enjoy the fights. So come out and enjoy the fights this Saturday night at Bout Time Sports Pub and Grill. That is located in the River Point at Sheridan Complex at 3580 South Platte River Drive. Josh, I cannot wait for this weekend.
I am excited to be there. Watch Cody make his UFC debut. Have some waters.
Have some waters. Exactly. Well, because you yourself are about to be the main event for LFA in less than a month.
But we'll get on that later.
We'll get to that one later, folks. We are out of time. This is the MMA Plug presented to you by DenverSportsBetting.com on 98.1 FM Mile High Sports Radio. I'm your host, Jordan Kurtz. You can follow me on Instagram at Comments for the Peanut Gallery. Subscribe to me online on YouTube. You can follow Josh online at Josh Fremd MMA. We want to wish a special thank you to our guest, King Cage Devontae Smith. A thank you to our sponsors in DenverSportsBetting.com, My Fit Foods, Eat Fit, Live Fit, Give a Fit, as well as Comments from the Peanut Gallery and the Mad Kingdom Insane Supply Company. Thank you to Danny Bailey, rocking the house down from behind the glass. And we want to say thank you to DenverSportsBetting.com CEO and our executive producer, Ryan Garcia and Anilo Piro. This is the MMA Plug presented to you by DenverSportsBetting.com on 98.1 FM Mile High Sports Radio.
Yeah, little thick bitch, fine little mamacita. Always coolin' by the pool, drinking margaritas. Yeah, it's pippin' over here and we ain't trippin' over pesos. I know it's good now, but luego I can never show no love to a faker.